Now, medical detection dogs use their incredible sense of smell to detect illnesses like diabetes or even cancer. They can also warn people that a seizure or an episode might be imminent.
Yeah, the charity that trains them urgently needs more volunteers to own them. Well, Chris Allen is with us. He's from the charity Medical Detection Dogs. He's with us along with Rudy. Hi, Rudy. Who's
See the back of Rudy's head. Oh, we can see Rudy's tail.
There's
You
Rudy.
can see his bum.
Also joining us as well, Sophie Jackson with her detection dog, Tashi. Morning to you all. So good to have you here. And there's Rudy as well. Let us start with you, if we can, Chris. Just explain what these dogs are capable of. It's really incredible, isn't it?
It is. It's very much so. So the dogs are trained to be medical alert assistance dogs. So eventually, they will go and live with someone that's got a life-threatening, life-changing condition.
Yeah.
So the person that hopefully Rudy will go to is someone that's got a condition called POTS, postural tachia syndrome, postural tachia syndrome, and it will mean that he will, through odour, be able to alert when she's about to have a drop attack.
Wow.
So there'll be no indication for the person, but he will detect that through odour and he will alert them.
How does he alert them?
So it really depends on the dog. Some will stop, stare, stand, paw. Some will nose, nudge. It's really whatever behaviour they want to offer. But it's quite clear that it's a different behaviour than normal dog behaviour. Right. So the person will understand that and think, OK, I've now got most probably 5 to 10 minutes before I collapse to the ground.
Wow, so it's a really important...
Really important. So if you're hoovering, if you're shopping, if you're crossing the road, stop, find somewhere safe, because you're about to fall to the ground. And when they do, they could be out for up to 10 minutes. And the dogs will be there, they will stay with them. And then when they come round, they'll also just give them another smell, make sure, and if their odour is back to normal, they can then carry on with shopping. But if they're not, if the odour still smells differently, they'll alert them and keep them in that safe position.
Sophie, I think this is probably the perfect moment to bring you and Tashi into this conversation. Just explain to us what gorgeous Tashi does for you.
So Tashi is my medical alert assistance dog. She alerts me to my oncoming episodes for POTS, like Chris said. I used to collapse with no warning and be unconscious, which was obviously extremely dangerous. I've broken bones, I've broken, skin on my head, I've needed hospital admissions, and she can sense those episodes coming on before I can give me that little nudge, that warning or that paw, so I can get safe and stop that episode becoming something that needs escalating or a hospital admission for.
And it's that paw. So we're just looking at some video now, Sophie, of how you are alerted. And is this different for every dog? But and we were hearing that from Chris, it's just some sort of unusual behaviour. So for you, it's a paw, is it?
Yeah, so she escalates. So it starts with a stare, but sometimes I miss that, or I think she's looking for a treat. And then she'll escalate that to sort of a chin rest. So she'll pop her chin on part of my body. And then if she's still unhappy, she'll start pawing me. She can escalate it to go and tell on me to somebody else. So she'll go and fetch somebody and tell them that I'm not listening to her. But yeah, she will escalate depending on what she thinks I need at that time and how imminent the episode is going to be.
So, Chris, that sounds actually very sophisticated. What does training look like?
Training for the dog starts at 8 weeks of age. So we get them as puppies and we place them with volunteers, and we are desperate for volunteers. Without our volunteers, we won't be able to place and train dogs like Tashi to go out working. So they'll live with volunteers up to about 18 months of age, learning through fun. So they'll be coming to training classes, they'll be getting support by the team of trainers, making sure that sociably they're well behaved, they're well-rounded puppies, but they've got good manners as well. So they're polite, they have good recall, they walk nicely on lead. So when they go out as assistance dogs, they've seen all of life. They've been on public transport, they've been to restaurants, they've stayed in hotels, they've been to exhibitions, anywhere where a client may want to go once they've got their assistance dog.
Very sophisticated dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah. And it is all through toys and play and treats.
Sophie, what was life like before Tashi came to live with you?
Gosh, you wouldn't recognise me. I was just existing. I wasn't living. I was in my childhood bedroom. For 4 years, couldn't do anything. I left the house only for medical appointments. I couldn't do the stairs. I couldn't sit downstairs with my family. I couldn't go out to eat or socialise, and life became really small. I had to give up my driving licence. I had to give up my dream job of being a midwife. I had to move out of my house and, like I say, back into that childhood bedroom. And yeah, life just became really, really small. And I had no idea what the future would hold.
And aside from the vital medical assistance, I bet Tashi is great fun just to be around.
She's so silly. I've never had a dog before, so it's been quite an interesting experience. But it's more the companionship as well, the confidence that she brings me. She's such a conversation starter when we're out and about. She slides down hills. That's her kind of trademark. So when she's free running in the park or on a beach, she'll go for a run and a slide. So she's become quite notorious in our local area for that, and people will stop and stare for the right reasons. But yeah, she's absolutely ridiculous, and it's brilliant to have her. She has really brought me out of my shell, and yeah, she's just a lovely face to wake up to when I'm unwell.
And how does this training work in so much as what they're able to smell? Different dogs are able to smell different conditions or illnesses?
Yeah, so once they come to the end of their training, we'll start to then match them with their clients. So we know what type of personality the dog has, what type of lifestyle the dog will be able to cope with. So then we can look through the people that have applied to us, and we can say, right, OK, that dog would be brilliant in going into office, or would be great going into London or busy places. We then know the medical condition that they have. So we then can get samples from that person and start to introduce that odour to the dog at the training centre. So we start to pair it up, and then once we're sort of confident they've got a good understanding, they'll then go and do a homestay. So they'll go and live with that client for a couple of weeks, make sure that both client and dog are suitable, so they both like each other and they've both got similar personalities, and you know it's going to work as a partnership. And then we can then start to focus on that unique odour that individual person has.
And as we just saw pictures of Tashi playing, these dogs are having a great time too.
Oh,
Have
very
a
much,
lovely life.
Very much so. They run around, they play, they go swimming, they jump in puddles. They are dogs, and it's important that they enjoy the job, because a dog that's not happy, a dog that's overwhelmed, isn't going to alert someone. So the dogs have got to feel good about themselves and have the right partnership, because they've got to interrupt that person, whatever they're doing, whether they're asleep. They've got to feel confident to go and wake them up in case that if the odour changes. So a dog that isn't happy isn't going to do that. So it really is important through reward, through play, that they enjoy all of that learning.
It really is fascinating. It's so good to learn so much about it and to meet you all. Thank you for being with us. Sophie, thank you. And also Tashi, who's been immaculately behaved. Really good to see you both this morning. Thank you. And also to Chris and to Rudy. Really good to see you.
Thank you.
Hi, Rudy.
Rudy's very handsome.
Very.
Yes. Now, a football team